It has been nearly a year since a cargo ship crashed at the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, sending it crashing into the river below. The bridge was not built to withstand a powerful hit like that.
But what about other bridges around the country? Kris Van Cleave tells us an NTSB report out today raises questions about the safety of 68 bridges in 19 states.
An urgent warning from the NTSB. They don't know if some of the nation's busiest bridges can withstand a collision like this one with a cargo ship. Chair Jennifer Homendy.
So what we are trying to do is prevent something in the future. In this case, they need to know the risk and take action.
The NTSB issued several urgent safety recommendations after finding Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge was almost 30 times over the acceptable risk level for a collision like the one that brought it crashing down last year. 6 people died.
Frankly, we've been sounding the alarm on this since the tragedy occurred. We need action. Public safety depends on it.
The 68 bridges are in 19 states, landmarks like the Brooklyn Bridge, Maryland's Chesapeake Bay Bridge, and the Golden Gate Bridge. Cargo ships have quadrupled in size over the last 45 years, far beyond what many bridges were designed to handle. That vulnerability prompted a $95 million effort to safeguard the Delaware Memorial Bridge. We first visited the project last April, where Greg Pawlowski is overseeing the construction.
If a large cargo ship were to hit this bridge, how catastrophic is that impact?
There's a good possibility there could be a collapse.
8 man-made steel islands, 80 feet in diameter, are now being installed to protect the bridge. But there are more than 400 other bridges in 35 states that remain vulnerable to a large vessel strike, according to a CBS News data analysis.
Kris Van Cleave in San Francisco now. Kris, can you give us a sense of the force and the speed of the ship that ran into the Scott Key Bridge?
Yeah, we did the math back in the aftermath of that accident. It was about equivalent to the thrust generated by a Falcon 9 rocket.
And Kris, speaking of doing the math, why in these case of these 68 bridges have they not done the math about whether they're safe or not?
Well, that's a good question. It is certainly math that can be done. The NTSB did it for the Key Bridge after the accident. We heard from the San Francisco, the Golden Gate Bridge officials here. They stressed that they believe their bridge is crash resistant, but they are in the process of doing that assessment right now, guys.
Okay, Kris Van Cleave in San Francisco. Thank you.